We're back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Fuel and Fumes. I'm the lovely little host, McGregor, and this is my lovely little host, Spencer.
That's because I can talk now because I actually plugged in the mic.
Yeah, Spencer tried doing this. This is actually take two. Spencer didn't plug his mic in. Tried to come up with a slur for Dutch people.
Roger.
There wasn't. But yeah, we are back, ladies and gentlemen, with another week full of not so full, but we've got all the news from IndyCar, F1, other racing series, and we got gambling picks this week. Light it up, Spencer. He's coming out of hibernation, ladies and gentlemen. He is back.
Beam me up, Scotty.
He's like the gambler.
If there was a Batman villain other than the Riddler, I would be it, and I would be the gambler.
You're like the Rizzler's second cousin, the gambler.
Yeah, I would put out odds on the probability of your family surviving or not.
Nope. None.
Yep.
Zero.
I'd be a terribly gambling man.
Yeah. Spencer, what is new with you? We've been him and Han on this week on, week off bullshit. But we're back. So how you been? What's new? What's new with you, Spencer?
Man, not much. My car sounds like a Formula One car. My front wheel bearing sounds like the thing's gonna fly off.
Are you scraping going through Eau Rouge?
Buddy, I would. Yeah, it was.
You got a little wood plank under there. It's shooting metal off.
Yeah, it was. There was a point on the highway today when I was just about to hit 100 where I was like, this thing might not make it. It was making noises that I've never heard my car ever make. I know it's the front wheel bearing, just loosey-goosey, but it's quite scary.
Yeah. Just the thought of a wheel falling off anytime.
Yeah.
Does that cross your mind?
The bearing, yeah, it scared me. It scared me this morning when I was at it wasn't even high RPM. It was just, it wanted, I could hear it wanting to just be loose.
It just wants to give up.
It just wanted to give up.
It's going to pack it in.
Yeah. So I was quite scared. Hopefully we don't have to come to work tomorrow. So I can,
crossed.
Yeah, fingers crossed I can work from home. So I can draw my car off my mechanics.
Yep.
Because it almost felt like Fred Flintstone's. You know when his car falls apart? That's what it felt like today.
You got your feet through the floorboards.
Yeah,
and just pushing to work.
Yeah, it was loud. It was loud today.
Good stuff.
Yeah, sure. Let's call it that.
Yeah. Like it's an experience.
It's an experience for sure.
Yeah. Nothing like turning up the radio to make your drive to work a little bit more peaceful.
Well, that would work if I had speakers that worked properly.
Right.
So my speakers are not fully functional. So I was actually able to hear it quite clearly. This morning on my way to work, I had to turn off my AC, and then I was like, "Wow, that's really loud," and then turned up my AC because I was like, "Maybe I'll just
drown it out." Yeah, it's like sleeping with a fan on.
Yeah,
just turn off the outside noise.
Yeah. I originally thought it was the 18-wheeler beside me. To my surprise, it was me.
It's the 4-wheeler underneath your ass.
Yeah,
just
so
pedaling you to work.
Yeah, I have the parts. The parts are at my house. They're ready to go. Shout out my mom sent me a snap today of the parts just sitting at the front door, so I know they're there. I'm ready to go. Can I make it to the mechanics with the parts properly before something else happens?
Line is set at plus 300
right now. The line's probably at over under 1.5 days. I probably don't have till Friday.
Yeah, probably not.
So
yeah, that's what I thought I had with my car, and then one day it just wouldn't start. Turns out the piston had made connection with, not good with car parts, but one of the valves.
Something not good.
Something touched that's not supposed to touch. Yeah. They live in, is kind of like a black hole. But yeah, it doesn't work anymore.
I have a friend, and his name's John. And he's the only person I've ever actually seen blow a rod from the engine. I've never heard of that before. I'm pretty sure I'm saying that correctly. I hope I am, if I'm reiterating it correctly. I saw John just blow it completely. I've never seen that before. The mechanic, when he called, said he's never seen anything like that before in an engine. Believe it up to John, because when he left here that day, I remember he had said that my car is in limp mode, and I told John, just leave it. We'll take it to the mechanics. Like, if we have to tow it, it's fine. He was like, no, I think I can make it all the way home. He made it to about the Alexander Parkway Express before he said that there was so much smoke he couldn't see any of the cars behind him in traffic. And just for you guys that don't know what that is, it's actually a 3-lane highway. And he said he couldn't see anyone behind him for quite some time. And he was surprised he didn't cause an accident because there was that much smoke. And he sent me a picture of the car on fire because it was briefly for a short period of time on fire.
Leave it to John, man.
Yeah, leave it to John.
So the guy's name was Rod. John Blue Rod.
John Blue Rod. Yeah, you got it, buddy. Couldn't have said it better myself.
Sweet. That's good for John, man. Yeah, he's supposed to be here. He's supposed to give us a little Daytona 500 preview. Unfortunately, he would have to be here first or call in. Neither of those things really worked for him. So,
well, I gave him a ring today. It was he picked up. It was just before lunchtime. Lunchtime is at noon here. We have a deal here that you eat lunch at noon. So noon rolled around, we're all eating lunch. I called John, ring up John. I said, "Wow, he picked up on the second ring." I said, "Hi, John," and he goes, "Hi." I said, "Where are you?" He said, "What did he say?"
I'm just hanging out, man.
He said, "I'm just hanging out." And he said, "I'll see you soon," and then hung up the phone. And it is now 5:22, and he has not shown up to work. No. So I'm going to go with the assumption that he's not showing up to work today.
No, definitely not. Not happening.
No.
Sorry. See you tomorrow, John.
Yeah, see you tomorrow, John.
Anyways, after John, we've got F1 news.
We do have F1 news.
We got F1 news, and it's all just pictures. But before we get to that, we'd like to say that this episode is fueled by C4 Energy. Remember to use code FUMES, that is FUMES, for 20% off at checkout. That was crystal clear into my ears.
You're welcome.
And our lovely listeners. So if you liked that or didn't like that, send all of your complaints to Spencer.
My inbox is closed.
Yeah, whatever, buddy. Turn on your Google reviews. Anyways, what do you want to get to first, Spencer? We could talk about F1 movie trailers. We could talk about IndyCar Super Bowl commercials, or we could talk about team kits.
Let me just watch the F1 trailer for the movie first because I still haven't seen it.
Okay, we're gonna watch the trailer. You want to watch?
It was 7 months ago. Was it that long ago?
Oh wait, no, there was one that just released.
Right there.
This one.
Gotta be that one.
Teaser trailer. Yes, yeah. This is the one that just also came out. So yeah, bear with us. This is gonna be a bitch to edit. Oh man. So hold on. Let's just go back here.
Yeah.
Thing that's pissing me off.
So we have Brad Pitt going up Eau Rouge.
Yeah. Spa, notoriously buggy track.
Yes.
It is in the middle of the fucking dense forest.
In Belgium.
He's got a clear visor on, which is fitting because it's kind of overcast, but he's only got one tear off.
Yeah, that doesn't. He's got one tear. And he's got one tear off.
You only have one tear off.
Oh wow, that's accurate. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's doing his laundry. Okay, back up. Is he at the laundromat here?
Yeah.
Is he at the laundromat? Too far back.
Come on.
Is Brad Pitt?
Yes.
Okay. You show me one Formula One driver at the fucking laundromat.
Yeah.
Buddy, you're telling me these guys with multi-millions of dollars are doing their laundry at the laundromat, or doing their own laundry at all. Stop this.
Enough.
Stop this.
No more.
And then you have Brad Pitt making out with some blonde woman, which is somehow relative to the story. This is just going to be an absolute.
She didn't have pants on. What's that?
She not have pants on?
She didn't have pants on.
What in the world? He's got no pants on.
No pants on. Just
pantsless
overcoat or
pantsless
blazer.
Oversized blazer.
That's not good.
What is going on?
What are we teaching the youth here?
I don't know. I think this is just going to be an absolute. This is just tomfoolery.
Also, historically inaccurate. Looks like Pierre Gasly going into the side of Mr. Sonny Hayes or Brad Pitt or whatever the heck his name is. Historically inaccurate. Pierre Gasly didn't have a single.
Oh, nice. Okay, so we're just pointing out everything that's wrong with it.
From what I've heard, it has the same plot as one of the worst racing movies ever made.
Awesome. Okay.
So,
yeah. Is it releasing this year?
Yeah, summer 25.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah,
interesting.
This also with the he always has a clear visor, which also annoys me.
Because they want to show that it's Brad Pitt.
Yes, but it reminds me of Talladega Nights.
Yes,
because they have the full, they've got bell helmets, but the full face. You can see every ounce of expression on Will Ferrell's face. almost said Will Smith. He is not in that movie. But yeah, I'm going to give that a big doom. Didn't love it. Will I watch it? Maybe. Just because it's Formula One.
Oh, gosh. I'd have to get like belligerently drunk to watch this movie just to actually give it some character. Like I don't think I can sit down sober watching this movie because I think it will be an absolute disaster.
Yeah, the comments are just kind of confused. General confusion.
Yeah, general confusion.
Like,
this is going to be stunning.
You had me at the F1 logo. Well, I think that's kind of the only thing really selling. Why are YouTube comments not funny?
Yeah, no, they're not. I thought they'd be a bit more entertaining here.
The sequel better be F2. That's clever. It's good stuff. Graphics for F1 2025 game looks so realistic. Yeah,
that's what we're
checks
talking
out.
about.
It's I'm gonna give that a doom.
I'm gonna doom.
Yeah,
as well.
we'll figure it out.
Double doom.
2 thumbs down.
And you know what? Also, our massive thumb down for this week. McGregor has shown me that the new liveries have come out for the team kits for this year's Formula One season. All the team gears come out for each team: Williams, Mercedes, Red Bull, all those big teams. And this is a heaping pile of shit.
Yeah, graphic design teams may have gone too minimalist. Like
this is terrible.
The Super Bowl, like you saw the Super Bowl scoreboard, the score bug, that was too minimalist. This is also too minimalist.
You didn't like that, eh?
Oh, I hated it.
Liked
it was the first time all season that we had seen it.
Oh, I kind of liked
it.
And
it was awful.
Well, maybe it's because I don't watch football. Maybe that's why I liked it.
Yeah, because you look at something, you get used to it. How it would be the same as if they changed like the timing screen on F1.
Yeah, I'd be pretty
upsetting.
Yeah, I'd be pretty pissed off.
Like it's not great. It doesn't make or break anything, but it was just bad. Yeah, they made it in Excel.
We'll pop up some clips if I do clip this, which I probably will. There is plenty of horrible designs here, starting with the one that stands out the most to me is the Red Bull shirt. I absolutely cannot stand it. It is for those of you who can't see this or just have to imagine if you haven't seen it before. They basically have 2 bold red lines going through the middle of the chest vertically.
Horizontal.
See, that's why I got McGregor here. Saying it says, of course, Red Bull. It's just unnecessary. I don't even want to look at the sponsors because I'm just staring at this red thick line.
Also, the McLaren one, they have a new title sponsor, dead center, kind of mid-abdominal area. Not sure who the sponsor is. I don't recognize it, but it's terrible. It's just bad. It looks like someone, like team kits usually look like someone put stickers on a shirt.
Yeah.
Like it's not bad, but like, Mercedes has kind of tastefully done it in the past. Now Mercedes is a, they
almost look like soccer kids.
It's a U14's travel soccer team. Yeah. That's what it is. You're right.
They look like soccer kids.
You're going to put your Adidas entire stripe fit on, be the sickest 14-year-old out there.
Yeah. Geez,
and then we've got the Ferrari kit. Obviously Lewis Hamilton looking like he's going to absolutely snipe a 9-darter.
Yeah.
He's gonna hit a 9-darter. I don't care. Lewis has been at the pub. He's been drinking Guinness with a packet of crisps, just chucking darts. That's it. The winner so far,
which we both agree on,
unanimously agreed upon, the Stake F1 Kick Sauber F1 team. They've got the best kits of the year thus far.
Yeah, they look.
I'm excited. I like these.
They're clean. They're simple. I like the neon green. Some people don't. I like it on the car. I think it looks cool.
Yeah, on the car it looks great. I would never ever wear one of these.
No, you couldn't waterboard me to wear that out in public. But I think the kits on the guys look good. Bortoletto looks good. Same with Hulkenberg. I think the kits look decent.
Looks like Jimmy, man.
It does look like Jimmy.
Nico Hulkenberg looks like Jimmy.
They're just clean. They're not over the top. I don't love them, but out of the bunch, I definitely think they're the best out of the bunch.
Yeah, definitely. Actually, I'm gonna have a look quick. Alpine.
Alpine car.
2025. That's a great way to spell that.
They don't look that nice.
No, I think these actually might be old.
Maybe they haven't.
Doesn't look like they've released yet, but this isn't fantastic. Also, I think the F1 car liveries are dropping soon. I think Williams releases on the 14th. So
makes sense.
That will be cool. Too bad we can't report on it because it hasn't happened yet.
That's true.
But yeah, Williams, I think they're switching more to the black colorway or the like a dark gunmetal kind of thing. Yeah, not sure about that. Should be good. They usually have pretty good livery. So yeah.
McGregor's got a bunch of lines here.
Got a lot of lines, man.
Outside of team kits.
Yes, this is outside of team kits. We've got IndyCar betting lines. They have popped up. We've got kind of the early preview. What reminded me of this was the IndyCar ads during the Super Bowl. Fox nailed it, hit it straight out of the park. All the boys getting some airtime, and Joey Logano and Joseph Newgarden hanging out together. Just seems like if
two yellow boys.
Yeah, they a lot of people wouldn't like that collection of dudes.
No,
it's a very seemingly unlikable.
So there's the guys in the bar that you relatively want to avoid.
Yeah. Hey, Joseph Newgarden's great. At the bar, he's fantastic.
At the bar, he's probably fantastic. With the yellow,
No, yeah.
Can't get behind the yellow boys.
These guys were shelled down, baby.
Shelled down.
That's one thing that's never changed. The shell team kit.
Yep. And CA members save 3 cents.
Look at that.
I know. Shell boys
things,
alive.
Man.
Well, diving into the IndyCar Championship, of course, the championship outright winner this year they have as the favorite is Alex Palou at plus 110. Scott McLaughlin is at a plus 340. Joseph Newgarden's at plus 500. Scott Dixon's tailing behind at plus 550. Pato Ward is plus 800. And the last, rounding out the top six, is Will Power at plus 850. I actually don't think that Alex Palou will win the championship this year. I think that it's possible, but I don't think it's going to be likely. You kind of saw it slip away this year from him in the latter half of the season. I know that Will Power could have won it, would have had to been in dominance performance.
Well, I mean, he would have had to finish the race in Nashville and not go out with seatbelt problems. So
yeah. But it was possible. But again, it was Alex Palou's year. But in comparison to last year, or at least the year before in 2023, Alex Palou won in real dominant fashion. So I think that this year kind of showed that, it was kind of peeling off. So I do think it's likely that Alex Palou will not win. Now, who do I think will win? I don't know. I think Pato's a good guess, and same with Colton coming top 2 this year.
Yeah, the fact that he's not even in the top 6 of best betting lines, pretty wild.
Yeah, he's a sleeper. I thought that he was awesome this year. I thought that he had the opportunity to win the 500, came back. But yeah, I think Colton Hurd is a good guess. I like that.
Well, he also brought home the surprise win in Nashville, right? So
yeah.
That was a class drive from him.
Yep.
I think my money might be on Scott McLaughlin just because he, had 3 wins, 5 poles, really kind of put on a decent performance. And, he can get it done on ovals. So that's one thing that Palou does not have, no oval wins.
That is crazy that he has 0 oval wins. I do find it very bizarre he has no oval wins.
Like, it's almost like he's like a born Formula One driver, kind of shoehorned into this oval racer or part-time oval racer with IndyCar. So I think that's pretty cool. But yeah, also Pato to win championship at plus 800. Not too far off. McLaren's car was kind of wasn't sound all the way through, I guess, the entire year. It was kind of sketching out and just wouldn't show up on some tracks. But they also have a very young lineup this year with Lundgaard and Siegel. So that's going to be potentially a setup nightmare.
Lundgaard right now is actually plus 3,500. He's 35 to 1. To win the championship, which I think is ridiculous simply for the fact that he is now with the McLaren team and he is one of the best drivers on the grid.
Yeah.
So I think that's quite funny.
There was only 2 drivers to have ever put it on pole, led it the majority of laps, had fastest lap, and won the race. It was like him and I can't remember who else. It's pretty impressive since like the new Dallara chassis
update. I'm just trying to see when the first IndyCar race is.
March 2nd.
Is it March the 2nd?
I am going to Florida that day.
It is that day. Okay, interesting. Yeah. Okay, so it's actually sooner.
Yeah, it's right around the corner. Also, we've got the IndyCar or the Indianapolis 500 outright winner lines have dropped. Obviously, this is like throwing darts in the dark. Anybody can win this race. It all depends on, kind of how you set up and how you come into it. Joseph Newgarden, last year's winner, is currently the leader with a plus 700 odds. Pat O'Ward in second with a plus 750. Not close enough to get that first position last year. Kyle Larson at plus 850. So
which is ridiculous.
That is.
Listen, Kyle Larson is a great driver, but he is not. No one would, even if you were a fantastic driver outside of IndyCar, if you came in the series and tried to drive an oval, especially the 500, and you didn't know exactly how to put yourself in lap traffic, there's too many variables for him to succeed in the 500, even though he's an incredible driver.
Yeah.
He's just not used to the driving style.
I genuinely think it would I think, you put Max Verstappen in an IndyCar, you put anybody in an IndyCar, there's going to be a learning curve.
Massively.
Kyle Larson doesn't seem to think that. The betting lines don't seem to think that either, because he's just talked all the smack. And what are they doing putting it at 850?
Stupid. It's actually stupid. I actually love the line at Joseph Newgarden and Pat O'Ward. I think both these guys, I think it's either of these guys to take the 500 again this year. I think they look very, very strong. I think there's a lot of team changes this year, new teams being added, different drivers to different teams. So I do think it's interesting to kind of see how the rest of the grid will kind of pan out. You kind of see, changes in possible oval wins. I don't think we have any ovals before the 500. I think the 500 is the first oval. So you can't even really get a taste of what certain guys will be like on the ovals. But yeah, I think that Joseph Newgarden and Pat O'Ward at basically both plus 700 is great odds for both those guys to win the race.
And then we've also got Alex Palou and Scott Dixon and Scott McLaughlin at plus 1,000. These three are also, Scott Dixon's won it. Scott McLaughlin has not. Alex Palou hasn't won an oval. So these guys are also kind of shot in the dark. Scott Dixon's cursed, no? He's got the Indy 500 curse.
Yeah, he's got the Indy 500 curse. Yeah, he's been runner-up many times, and also unfortunately has led the race and had speeding infractions and other sort of things go wrong with his drive. So yeah, he's got the curse.
He's definitely cursed. I was going to say, what's Santino Ferrucci's line
to win the 500?
Yeah,
I can pull it up. I can pull it up on Stake. I just
got the supreme betting lines with Stake.
I just had it.
Because he is a sleeper pick.
Ferrucci to win the 500 right now is 17-1 or 16-1.
Rossi's up there at 13. Powers 13. Elio's doing it.
Is Elio doing it this year?
Elio doing it this year?
I don't know. Is he in here?
Yeah, he's right there.
Elio would be doing it then. If they have the line there, he must be doing it.
Felix Rosenquist, Kumasato.
Kumosato's also a sleeper pick.
He's
won the race twice.
Yeah, Dave Malukas could also, inexperienced, but
still needs his first oval win.
Yeah, a bit of a ringer on the ovals. So yeah, that's kind of the IndyCar preview for betting. Kind of excited, looking forward to really going hard on it. Also, I was going to ask you, did you bet at all in the Super Bowl?
No, I don't. Unfortunately, I would love to be a general gambler, but if I don't watch the sport, I will not bet on it.
Good man. And that's a good practice.
It took a lot to not, but I don't know anything about football, so I'm not just gonna aim.
I do know a thing or two about football, but I also kind of shied away from it because I was going heavy on the novelty bets. I guess the Gatorade color.
Oh, you did.
I guess the over on National Anthem over 2 minutes, and got I guessed tails on the coin toss.
Nice
tails. Big win.
Did you parlay the whole thing?
No.
Just individual.
No, just straight bets. And then no doinks as well. That was fun. And yeah.
Nice.
None of my touchdowns hit, but
that's tough.
That was tough. Yeah, that's it.
We also have some Formula One picks as well as IndyCar. McGregor has kind of put up drivers to win races and drivers to not. Actually, he just has drivers to win races.
I got just drivers to win races.
I can go over the championship really quickly. Of course, they have the drivers' championship winner to be Lando Norris at 2-1. Max is just behind it, 2.5-1. Leclerc is at 4.5-1. Lewis is at 5.5-1. And then the list kind of goes on and on.
Yeah.
In terms of Constructors' Championship, McLaren is the favorite at basically a solid plus 100. Ferrari's just behind at plus basically 110. Red Bull is actually far behind the number here at plus 575. And then the rest is just kind of all the teams who definitely probably won't win it.
Definitely probably won't. But yeah, they got Liam Lawson just ranking very low in their algorithm, which is kind of makes sense. It's kind of consistent with everything else, as he is a minus 130 to win a race this year, which is insane.
Yeah, I think that is a little bit of a stretch for me.
I don't agree with that, but we've also got Kimi Antonelli is the first of the positives. He is at plus 230.
Yeah.
Which in that car, maybe at the ripe age of 18, maybe not.
Maybe not.
And then we've also got, top 6 drivers are all minus thousands. So we're not even going to look at those.
The opposites are fun. If you look at, I think one line, Charles to not win a race, he is basically plus 5,000 or 50 to 1 to not win a race.
Yeah,
I think it's very possible that he doesn't win a race. I think it's unlikely, but they didn't cap the line, so I think it's kind of silly at that point. I think Lewis also at plus 41. Plus 4,000 or at 40 to 1 as another driver. They have to win or not to win a race. If you press no or pick no, it's 40 to 1. So I think that's a one to at least consider. I'll have to go through it. There's so many. There's so many. There's 50 different betting options.
There's nothing jumping out at us quite yet.
No,
nothing too egregious. No wrong lines, anything like that.
Unfortunately, as of right now, I see no mistakes on the lines. I will check everything. I'll even try FanDuel. Usually, Stake is one that has a lot. I can also look on FanDuel as well. But yeah, I can also just put it through. There's basically a honey type app for bets that you can basically check lines.
No way.
Yeah, it'll check which is the best line for what you're looking for.
What company is that?
I have it saved on my phone. I can't remember off the top of my head.
We gotta get in contact with those folks.
Yeah, so you put it up. You basically say I want to bet this, and it'll just basically show you all the different betting lines from all the different.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So you can pick your favorite line through there.
I want to bet Fernando Alonso Rookie of the Year. Make it happen, Spencer.
Make it happen.
Make it happen. If you are bored this weekend and you need some racing, the Daytona 500 is on. Spencer and I don't know shit about NASCAR.
That's where McGregor's supposed to lie and say, we know all the things about all the motorsports.
That's what our correspondent John was supposed to be for.
That exactly was for John.
He's hopefully going to be on doing a race recap because he knows a lot about NASCAR, everything that there is to know about NASCAR. So yeah, we're going to just go with that. I'm probably going to watch. Are you going to watch? Probably not.
You want my honest answer or my lying podcast answer?
No, never lying podcast.
I probably will not watch it.
Makes sense. Checks out.
Probably will not watch it. No.
So yeah, I think Denny Hamlin's looking at it, getting his 3rd or 4th.
One of those.
Yeah. Woo. And with that, we thank you so much for listening and
buy t-shirts.
And we
are out of here.
Bye.
We're out of here.
Hey, buddy. Hope you find your dad.